This college basketball picks edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is presented by WynnBet. WynnBet is now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. For boosted parlays, the in-game odds on every major sport, WynnBet has what you need to win. Sign up today, bet $100 and get a $100 free bet at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET.
This is Jerry Glanville, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, brother.
Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, second the money green, with my partner in picks, Ryan, real money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
You feel that? You feel that first half under energy? Does it work for the first day of the season? That's what I gotta ask.
We are here breaking down opening day of college basketball. Join us from the college basketball experience, Colby Dant, aka the Dantabase.
Do you want me to shoot it? Do you want me to pass it? Do you want me to slam it? All right.
Fumble.
That's Shaq's lyrics right there.
No, but you
Right?
miss it. You go, do you want me to shoot it?
No.
Do you want me to pass it?
No.
Do you want me to slam?
Yeah.
Why did Shaq stop rapping? Like the guy I felt still sold out.
All right.
He did. He
no
can't
bullshit.
stop the rain.
Any chance to tell this story, but Shaq at a promotional event took the stage for 2 hours.
Yeah.
For the Christmas party. He was working.
Super Bowl party.
Super Bowl party. Sorry. What did I say? Christmas?
Yeah. We didn't go to Shaq's.
It's Christmas for gamblers. Shaq's Christmas party. I see Shaq's, for those who live in LA, Shaq is having a Shaqtoberfest party, or probably already happened.
Guy just loves putting his name on it.
It's such a great deal.
Shout out to our fellow WynnBet employee, Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, you want to have a cool party? Give me $250,000 to put my name on it, and I'll DJ.
And his son DJ'd. I don't know how he got that gig.
But I do think you're onto something. Maybe we should do the first half unders, and over these, what is there, like 130 games? Should we just
That's insane.
play them all? Should we just play them all?
All right, I want a full report.
Let's go.
So if I put, let's see, what kind of capital do I need? Couple stacks of high society, get down for 100 a game.
I like it.
They're probably scared of that. I don't want to get limited this early in the season.
All right, let's get to it. We got a lot of college basketball to get to, and of course,
Yes.
listen to that pop. Round Ball Rock is here, aka college basketball is here. If you're looking to bet on college basketball hoops, we got you covered, man. What a fabulous slate of games. And of course, bet on college basketball, NFL, NBA, whatever it is, you got to go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet. That's right, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. Accidentally hit the reset button. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet. Bet big, win bigger. Get those free bets in. Spin that parlay wheel. Maybe you parlay a little college basketball. Maybe parlay college basketball with Monday Night Football. Oh man, it is a great time to be alive if you like hoops. Offer subject to change, terms and conditions at WynnBet.com. Must be 21 or older and present in the state where play through WynnBet. If you're someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. And you're hearing this bonus episode. Of course, we're announcing the winner of the autographed jersey Sunday night on the recap show. Again, simple process. Just go to youtube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast. Comment on one of our videos. Again, the live comments don't count. We're not able to count those. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss us contacting you. And then again, Sunday night, someone will be winning either a Lawrence Taylor or autographed Brian Dawkins jersey. Ryan, what do you think the odds are? I would imagine Brian Dawkins is a dog here in this situation, although we do have a pretty big Eagles fan base. What would you set that up as?
I mean, do you think you're going off that the average run of the mill football fan is going to opt for Taylor.
The TMZ fan would probably take Lawrence Taylor.
Colby's not a TMZ fan.
Bigger household name.
Colby, if you win this contest, because you comment on all the videos, what jersey are you picking?
I mean, me and NC Nick had this conversation on our DFS show, and I'm a Brian Dawkins fan, but I mean they're just not on the same planet.
Yeah.
Like they're just not on the same planet as far as but we also wondered if there was any cocaine on the jersey.
So based on the fact
game used, game worn prostitutes having sex with
that LT signed mini helmet behind me came with a little baggie of coke.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's
nice.
part of the mystique.
Little non-decaf nose.
Knowing there's so many people that both love the Eagles and love kissing Sean's fucking ass.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna set the odds.
Who are these people that love kissing my
every
ass?
guest, every fucking guest. Congratulations on your Eagles. Oh,
wow, they recognize greatness when they see it.
It's like entering third year of med school.
Haven't been behind the second half of a game yet.
5-3 against the spread. I'll set the line at plus 250 Dawkins.
All right, I'll take that. Let's go.
Hungry dogs run faster. They say.
Do.
All right, you want to do some basketball?
Yeah,
Anything else to get to? I also quick overlay report on the contest, Sean. Infinite overlay on the contest. If you don't comment, you're a fool. And while you're doing so, Sean always forgets to talk about it. But click that thumbs up.
Yeah, baby, thumbs up.
Can we talk about the potential that Gonzaga might be in the Big 12?
Love it. The one thing we always say about Gonzaga, be great if they had a couple more tests.
Hey, well,
hell of a conference. Hell of a conference.
You talk about going from the WCC.
What did Bill Self say? Yeah. You don't even ask me. We're a basketball school.
Bill Self's too busy because he's concerned about his 4-game suspension. Self-imposed.
Why did he suspend himself 4 games?
Well, they were caught on a wiretap, the same Will Wade wiretap, and Kansas said, "Hey, we just won the national championship. Let's give ourselves a self-imposed 4-game suspension."
They did 4 games in the tournament, or 4 games
to start this season.
Sean, play. Can we get
Omaha? They get a good old Omaha coming to town.
Can we get the?
What are you looking for?
Days of our league, please.
Okay, I can cue that up for you.
I mean, because it is funny. On this season of college basketball.
Sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our league.
He's moved out into a motel, but for how long? Bill Self takes a voluntary 4-game absence at the beginning of the year to show his players right is right and wrong is wrong. Tonight on CBS. I mean, come on.
Is he letting himself collect a check still or not?
Oh, well, come on. He doesn't get paid on a per game basis. This isn't a riffraff. All right, let's talk.
Let's get to it.
Let's make some picks. So Colby will let you know that Monday is beautiful. He's been walking around the office with his score app open, just swiping up and down to show how many games there are. Colby, when do games start? Just for the real details.
Well, out here on the West, we got games tipping off 9 a.m. Mississippi Valley State, Jerry Rice's alma mater, heading to Waco. They're gonna get destroyed.
So that's fun. We're gonna pick it up in the afternoon. There's an insane amount of games in the afternoon, starting with South Dakota State. We like the Jackrabbits. Heading to Akron. Akron laying 3.5. I was kind of being serious about the first half unders.
I think it might be onto something.
All right. Well, we'll at a minimum we're gonna track it, and I'm gonna
especially. I think maybe why not just do the early, whatever that like 9 a.m. tip. Those early games.
I'm all or nothing. It's a system or it's not a system, Sean.
No, but I think the early games that's where the system is found.
I see, but it's everyone's first game. That's the real system. All right. Akron, Ohio, a true basketball town. Akron, the Zips laying 3.5. Colby, talk to us or Sean.
Yeah, Akron looked good, almost beating UCLA.
Stand back, I got this one.
UCLA in the first round of the tournament. Colby, let me know. Ali transferred to Butler. That's a huge loss for them.
But I mean, look, he was a leading scorer, but only by a little bit. They got guys there. So
talking about Xavier Castaneda.
Yeah,
big man Enrique Freeman.
Oh, Enrique's back. Things are going good there. They keep a good program, and Maxon's always crazy. And they're slow in pace. Where meanwhile, South Dakota State, yes, they lose Baylor Shireman to Creighton, but this is the team that was the #1 offense in the nation last year. They run the shit out of the ball. So hey, it's contrast in styles.
Ooh.
Two teams from a different conference. We could see both these teams in the NCAA tournament. Sign me up for watching this one. I cannot wait.
Sean, cancel your dinner plans. We're gonna be here a while. Colby's excited. You see that we already
Tail
got
wagging.
one.
Let's
South
go.
Dakota State, Akron already. So you're taking the dog. Is that what you're saying?
I'm
Are you
actually,
just excited about it?
I'm actually going to take Akron. I'm actually
I was
going to
gonna
take
say-
Akron here. I
No,
think
they
they're the
gotta-
tougher team. Baylor Shireman's gone. South Dakota State's going to have to learn, who can make key shots when they need one. I know they got a couple guys. They got the Wisconsin transfer Matthew Moore's coming in, and Zeke Mayo's still there. So
I feel like I'm going to be taking a lot of the home teams.
Yeah, I'm going Akron here. It's early in the season. South Dakota State seems like a team. They are favored to win the Summit, or at least one of the odds-on favorites. They could be a handful in the tournament or later on in the season after they figured out how to play from each other. Akron just is going to have more talent to start the season.
We opened the season last year with Akron at Ohio State. Remember, Ohio
that was a good
State.
game.
Ohio State made a buzzer beater to win that, but Akron covered for us. We were
Yep.
all on
All right.
Akron.
You don't have to sell me on Akron like you said, they keep a tidy program. All right, heading over to New Rochelle, New York. Iona. Why are we talking about Iona? They're hosting Penn, laying 6.5 for Patino's crowd.
So let me get this straight. You got the favorite of the Ivy League,
Yeah.
the Penn Quakers, taking on Rick Pitino, who was just the NCAA said you did nothing wrong, Rick. You can go back to the waitresses. Just fantastic game that we got going here.
In fairness, he went to Greece. He did his time. He went to Greece.
Yeah.
You know? He lived the rough life over in Greece.
Look, Iona's the preseason favorite to win the MAAC, the Metro Athletic American Conference, or whatever the hell it is. So you got the Gales against the Quakers.
Yeah.
Come on, sign me up for this. But Iona brings back Nelly Jr. Joseph, the preseason player of the year. And Iona was favored to make the NCAA tournament last year. They were the 1 seed in this,
Yeah,
but
they
you remember who
choked.
they lost? I mean,
St. Peter's.
St.
took 'em down.
Peter's won that tournament.
I think this is I kind of like Penn here, the Quakers, Colby. Favored to win the Ivy League, to catch in 6.5. Getting their big man back, Max Lorca Lloyd.
Yes,
There we go.
Yes, there we go.
And you got experience too.
Jordan Dingle, right?
Jordan Dingle, 20.9 points per game last season. I think they're going to start off a little feisty, so I'm going to take Penn here.
I'm a bit concerned about Rick Pitino running that full court press against maybe,
Dude,
Penn-
this is the
Penn-
classic
yeah.
like athletes versus the Ivy League. Oh, and Patino's gonna hustle them.
But if anyone
Lay
knows
the
how to
points.
break a full court press, it's Penn.
Maybe at the end of the year.
I'm on the Gales.
Yeah. Colby, 2 for 2. Bash Bros reunite. Jacksonville heads the Duke. The Dukies, they're laying 16.5. Is Coach K back yet?
No,
Did he announce his return yet?
Are we sure he's not coming back? He's coming back, right?
he's
At some
gardening.
point.
He's gardening.
I'm
man.
not.
No,
my,
wait till the tournament.
my handicap.
What is he actually going to do? I still don't think he's figured it out.
I mean, I think he'll be back, right? He's going to be at a lot of. Will he be watching? Will he be courtside?
I would say no, because
starts
he doesn't want to
coaching-
put that
he's
pressure
coaching
on
from
John
his-
Shire.
He's just going to
Yeah.
sit in a Duke windbreaker right behind the bench. Oh, I'm
Pat
just here.
Riley style.
I'm here to watch the game. And then he just has he's got like a play sheet. He's calling out some things out. Yeah, he's not coaching.
That would be great if he pulled a Pat Riley and just started sitting up there. Like, what the fuck are you looking at?
I mean,
Duke only bringing back one starter, new head coach, no Coach K.
arguably the best recruiting class ever since they've been charting this is an unbelievable recruiting class. But they still have Jeremy Roach. They also brought in a couple nice transfers and Ryan Young from Northwestern and Grandison from Illinois. But I mean, we're not talking about the Jacksonville Dolphins. All right. Jordan Mincy, year 1, he goes 21-10. That's their best season since '86, since Lawrence Taylor was fucking destroying the world. All right.
I like Jacksonville
can I-
catching a ton of points.
You want
right?
a handicap here? Senior, senior, junior, junior, senior, junior, sophomore. What does that sound like to you?
I'm swimming with the Dolphins. All right, let's go. They got the Illinois
played
transfer,
together.
Omar Payne coming in. They got the NJIT transfer, Dylan O'Hearn coming in.
Too many points. Are they really the Dolphins?
Yeah.
Oh, that's strange. Jaguars and Dolphins in the same city. I didn't think they could cohabitate. Ohio heads to.
So we're all in the Jags.
Oh yeah. Ohio heads to Nashville
Dolphins.
to take on Belmont. Belmont, they keep a tidy program too.
And you know they're in the Missouri Valley this year.
Wow.
Starting this year,
who can keep
let's
up
talk
with this
about
shit?
this. Murray State, the Racers.
We like them.
Belmont, and then UIC gets a pass just because they're in Chicago. They are now in the Missouri Valley. Loyola Chicago, Chicago, the Ramblers. We got to take the dog in this matchup. But Loyola Chicago's now in the Atlantic 10 this year, so that's gonna be interesting to watch. Shout out to the Brat Stop. Yeah, I think at this spot now
Belmont
that the dogs just barked,
hasn't had a losing.
I feel like
season
that was a sign.
I think that was a sign too.
Ohio.
Despite Ohio, 25-10 a year ago, they got upset in the MAC tournament.
We like MAC teams though, right?
And they lost a lot. Mark Sears gone, Vanderplas gone, Jason Carter gone. But at the same time, I kind of like the program they got there. They got Dwight Wilson coming back too. So
yeah, I feel like Ohio's a decent program. And to your point, I think getting knocked out early in the MAC conference tournament, a little chip on their shoulder coming into the season.
Yeah,
I'm with you. I'm going to take Ohio plus 6.5.
And if Wilson, hopefully he's at 100%, because I think the weakness of this Belmont team, or the unknown, I should say, is their front court. They still got Ben Shepherd at the guard spot, but give me the Bobcats and the points.
Not quite as senior laden, but Belmont does have some experience. But yeah, I just like these MAC teams. They're gritty. Shout out Fuente. 4:30. These games are, by the way, on the West Coast. Chattanooga heads to Charleston, South Carolina to take on Charleston, laying 1.5 points at home. I'll let Colby lead off with this game.
I mean, do you guys remember Chattanooga from a year ago?
We do.
How about that conference winner in the SoCon? Shout out to Jong. Remember that game winner, from way just a step or two beyond half court, double coverage.
Yeah. First of all, SoCon specialist. Second of all, 14 seed. What were they like?
Yeah, and they were up the whole game against Illinois. Let them off the hook. But look, now it's a brand new era. Lamont Paris is now coaching at South Carolina. Malachi Smith's at Gonzaga. But Dan Earl comes in from VMI, the Keydets. And you know what he brings with him? It's 2022 college basketball. Bring your whole fucking team, aka your best players. Honor Huff.
That's a weird name.
Yes.
Honor Huff.
Yeah.
Huff.
Do you pronounce it Honor?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it Connor with an H?
And the
that's Connor with an H.
The big man Jake Stevens.
Honor Huff.
Yeah.
Who names your kid Honor?
I really think it's Honor. I think it's Honor. I was just
Honor Huff.
Honor? Yeah. What kind of name is Honor?
I mean, it's
your Honor.
Yeah. Is he a judge part time?
But Jake Stevens, the big man, 20 points per game.
Colby doesn't like us messing with this boy. Honor.
Yeah. What are you guys coming at these Keydets? All right.
No, I like anyone who brings his entire team. You gotta like, right?
I think it's Yonner, actually.
There's a silent Y in there.
That's German.
But so look, I mean, Chattanooga, if you they're still projected to be at the top of the SoCon, battling out for a SoCon championship. Meanwhile, Charleston's among some of the favorites to win the CAA. They're right there, neck and neck. It's Pat Kelsey's second year, and look, it's in Charleston. I've been down there. Great place, and also it's year two. It's year two.
You
for Pat Kelsey.
like Charleston? I'm going Chattanooga.
I'm gonna go Charleston. I think year two they started to get that buy-in last year, and I think this year they're gonna figure some things out. They got this transfer. How do I pronounce that one? Ante Brozovic out of
a lot of consonants in a row. That's
he's a transfer from Southeast Oklahoma State. You know who went to Southeast Oklahoma State, guys?
Who's that?
Dennis Rodman.
Oh,
all
boy.
right. Bringing in the big man. Yeah.
Transfer from the Eastern Bloc.
There we go.
I will join. Let's see. Yeah, of course I'm going to join Colby. He's a college basketball guy. I don't have a handicap on this one. Lasers are too focused on the NFL. Hofstra heads to Princeton, New Jersey. Beautiful Princeton, New Jersey, where Princeton is laying 3, looking for that backdoor cut. I mean, Hofstra long road trip down 95 here. Ivy League team.
Ivy League team. They're projected.
That's who we're taking, right
there. Speedy Claxton, former Spurs coach in Hofstra. Huh?
Oh, doing a good job, man. He brings back Aaron Estrada, who's one of the best. He's actually like the preseason player of the year in the CAA. And then he went out and got this Sacred Heart transfer.
Why do they give guys preseason player of the years?
Just to create hype, you know.
Yeah. No, I don't understand.
Shit. Yeah. It's like the Heisman. It's like the preseason Heisman
Yeah.
shit. You know.
Like, why are you giving a guy an award if he hasn't even played yet?
You're gonna be great.
Hofstra though, solid, but Princeton, man, they're just methodical, right? We got to go Princeton here at home.
You know, this is interesting. I'm going to go with Hofstra. I think Speedy Claxton's teams are just they're so much more talented than Princeton. I am concerned that Hofstra might miss some key free throws or something, and Princeton could end up grabbing this dub. But give me Hofstra plus the 3 on the road there in Princeton. It's not a far trip. Not a far trip. Is this really an away game?
Monday we got to make sure we watch the Tiger King music video to start the day because I'm taking Princeton. Shout out to some other Jersey legends getting their degrees, playing ball. Fuck Hofstra. Are you kidding me?
Wayne Corbett went there.
Yeah.
Marquise Colston.
It's where the Jets practiced for a long time. A lot of loser in that soil.
Yeah, I'm out on Hofstra. Give me Princeton all the way. Hey, you know what else I'm all in on? Rocket Money. That's right. They probably got some Princeton crads over here working on this program because this thing is genius. You know how you sign up for all those free trials and you forget to cancel and you're racking up all these subscription costs. You have no idea. Money's just flying out the window on your credit card. Rocket Money puts an end to that, puts more money back in your pocket. All you got to do is go to rocketmoney.com/SGPN, rocketmoney.com/SGPN. It'll sort through all your subscriptions. The ones you don't want, you just hit cancel. It's just that easy. One button and you no longer have to pay that subscription. And they're going to save you up to $100 a year, hundreds of dollars, depending on how many bullshit subscriptions you're signed up for. Rocketmoney.com/SGPN. Also brought to you by Babbel. That's right. Babbel is so fun, easy to use, easy to get started. And again, if you've never learned another language, me encanta el baloncesto universitario. That's right. I love college basketball. Thank you, Babbel, for helping me learn Spanish. Bite-sized language lessons. 10 minutes a day. Next thing you know, you're having a conversation in another language in 3 weeks. That's right. Right now, get up to 55% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/SGP. That's BABBEL.com/SGP for up to 55% off your subscription. Babbel, language for life.
I was in Mexico once and we needed to go to the pharmacy to get some drugs,
Farmacia.
which by the way, super easy down there. Now the guy who went and got the
allergy medicine,
he was trying to get eardrops for swimmer's ear. He ended up getting some shit that treated something below the belt. You probably could have used some Babbel.
Dude, I was hoping Sean was going to pronounce the
disgusting act.
Key returning player from Princeton's name.
Well, let's just finish off the Princeton handicap.
I feel like he didn't.
Sean, do you have any takes on the power forward?
Tosan Ovubuan.
It's almost like I sense that you have to hip thrust every time you say it. It's like a sumo.
Well, we got another one for him to cover right here.
Tosan Ovubuan.
We got another one coming in this next game. I'm very excited for him to have the floor.
Texas State, a team that I feel like we've played on the we've gotten to watch on the first 4, aka the first round. Another 4:30 tip here. We're heading to Pullman. Go Cougs. Washington State laying 10.5. Home of Klay Thompson and probably some other dudes who have gone on to do bigger things. Love the atmosphere up there. Love Bigfoot. Love their vibe on weed and medicinal products. And I love how they accepted me when I had a coleslaw sandwich. So I'm not going to fade. I'm not going to fade my. You know what? I need a basketball Cougs prop, but I'm not going to fade my Cougs. Go Cougs.
Do you know who starts for Washington State?
Go Cougs. Of course I do. Tom, but remind me.
Their small forward is DJ Rodman, son of Dennis.
Oh, fuck yes!
You're going with the worm, man.
Hell yeah,
the worm.
This is even.
They also
two Dennis Rodman references in the same show. What the fuck?
Tennessee guard Justin Powell.
Oh yeah, huge get.
Are we worried
Tennessee.
about Texas State? They brought in 2 Florida Gator transfers, Tuangthek, Gothek, and Elijah Kennedy. Are we worried about those guys? You try and pronounce it.
I know. Yeah.
I would have said Tong Thatch.
Tong Thak,
Gat Keck,
and Elijah Kennedy.
And Elijah Kennedy.
That one's all right.
That is
Look, they bring in 2 Florida transfers. This team finished first place in the Sun Belt a season ago. Didn't work out for them in the conference tournament. But Mason Harrell's back at the point. I actually like Texas State to cover this. I actually think
10.5 is a lot.
This might be a little live dog action.
Yeah,
Really?
go for it. Go Cougs. You let them know. Cut this and send it up to Washington State. We need a return trip.
Athletic director Bill Stevens. This guy's still close to the program. I'm going Wazoo. It does feel a little high for opening night though.
SID, buddy.
Oh,
What did I
Jesus
call it?
Athletic
Christ.
director.
Same
Yeah.
We're trying to fluff his knobber, Memphis heads to well, that might hurt. Memphis heads to Nashville, where they take on Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt now participating in the cheating of the SEC. It seems catching 3 points at home here. Memphis, of course, now that you can cheat openly, Memphis is going to be lit for a while.
They got that FedEx money, man.
They got all sorts of money down there. I remember who was that stud? Dwan Wagner from New Jersey. And it was like big news. It was like, oh, Dwan Wagner's going down to Memphis. And it's like Memphis hired his fucking dad to be a coach, like that was old school cheating. New school cheating is just like
His dad didn't even have a background in basketball.
No,
He's like this guy just worked moving shit.
But that's genius. Like, hey, I know you're working the coal mines, but you want to come ride the bench and coach the defense. Yeah, I mean, hard to not want to take Memphis here, right?
Yeah, Penny Hardaway. Vanderbilt lost Scottie Pippen Jr. as well. Vandy brings back Jordan Wright, and Memphis coming off a good season. Pushed Gonzaga, had a really good game against them. Brought in a couple of big transfers. I don't like road favorites, but it's only 3. I really like Memphis here.
You got to go Memphis. Jerry Stackhouse. I know he just got an extension, surprisingly, but he has had bad luck with injuries, so it's hard to tell how good of a coach he is. But I just think losing Pippen Jr. and then the Memphis talent, whether it's Keontae Kennedy or Alex Lomax or whoever, DeAndre Williams, I just think it's gonna be too much. Memphis minus the points on the road.
Another 5 p.m. tip here on the West Coast. Auburn hosting George Mason. Auburn laying 14. Bruce Pearl, he knows how to take care of business when the business needs to be taken care of. But is this the kind of game they cover? Of course it is, because the boosters got money on it.
Well, and
Charles Barkley's putting in that call like, "Hey, buddy."
You got to wonder too. They've already quit on football. All right, it's a just disaster. They got Cadillac Williams coaching against Mike Leach this weekend. The jungle is going to be lit for this one, man.
You think so?
Yes, this will be bananas down there. And
their football team fucking sucks.
Yeah,
they fired. Come on, Sean.
They did lose a lot though. They lost Jabari Smith.
Doesn't matter.
And George Mason, they have bad karma since they refused to start their football program. Which, by the way, get that T-shirt. It's available. Campus edition. Campus edition. Start your football program. George Mason
I would
T-shirt.
love one of those.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you one for Christmas. Is coming, buddy.
I would love.
St. Nick doesn't forget about the pro football.
I
shirts.
once tried out for the Mid-Atlantic Regional All-Star team for rugby on the campus of George Mason. It's not that nice. Auburn minus 14.
Look, George Mason, I get it. They're getting much more talented. Kim English was just
second year for English.
Yeah.
Don't like that?
They beat Maryland at Maryland last year, but that's a regional. It's a little brother matchup. This one they're going down to Alabama. I think.
So your angle is that Auburn will be motivated opening night. They're not going to overlook.
They're just going to have a crowd.
I just think that,
and they're athletes.
Yeah, I think the crowd, the momentum.
All right, you guys bullied me into Auburn.
And what kind of style do they play, Colby?
They're up tempo. But Mason's got athletes more than you would think, but I just think it's a little too much there.
5 p.m. tip. This game was tailor made for Sean, stacking the money green, heading to Syracuse, New York, where over under Boeheim's in the building.
Got the jersey. You're watching on YouTube.
Rocking my Lehigh jersey.
What will he do? Syracuse isn't a dog. They're laying 17.5.
Lehigh.
He loves Lehigh. He loves Syracuse.
Lehigh is a good program. If you want to look at some futures, them to win the Patriot League, I like that as well. Jalen Sinclair. Again, you bring in a scrappy team like Lehigh with a veteran point guard, that is going to give a team like Syracuse trouble, especially early on in the season. Syracuse finds their way late in the season, conference tournament, they come to life, maybe a little March Madness run. They're shitty early on in the season, coming off a 15-16 season. They lose. How many Boeheim brothers are on the team?
Both of them, Buddy. You know, what was the other one? Buddy and
it was like the
Cooper,
the one that had the one that was missing.
What was the guy's name before? Time Twatch.
Well, no, and shout out to Noah. I like this new feature. He gives us the Sean some phonetic pronunciation.
oh wow, he said it's
Tunes Psych Gak Keck.
Yeah, that's
Kramer
what I'm
nailed
saying. So, but the Boeheim brothers are gone. So Cole Swider's gone. He actually was maybe their best player last
Jimmy
season.
Boeheim, as we're corrected.
Yeah,
was the
Jimmy.
other guy.
There we go.
Jimmy.
Yeah. Joe Girard's back, but you know him and Jesse Edwards. They're gonna need.
I mean,
Edwards
Lehigh's
have
a
big
live
year.
dog. Let's be real here.
I'm with you. Let's go.
Is
Let's
Lehigh
go.
any good though?
The Fighting
Yeah,
Hawks
they're
take
good,
the
dude.
points. They got Evan Taylor back, 13 points a game, 5.5 boards.
Do they?
man.
They do have some returning talent.
Yeah, Jalen Sinclair is all you need to know, Cole or Kramer.
All right, I'm gonna take Lehigh, but if they fuck me, that's the last time. Colby told me before the show. He was like, just so you know, I'm putting this game on here only for Sean. This is definitely not one of the 12 best
What?
games we could talk
How
about.
is it not a good game? It's going to be a good game when Lehigh money line hits.
It is a 17.5 point
Do we
spread.
not have money lines?
Lehigh also facing Matthew Saluka on the football
We
field
did not-
this Saturday, Sean.
We did not have money.
Love them as well.
Money lines were not available yet. Montana State heading to Phoenix, Arizona to take on the online school Grand Canyon. -7 for Grand Canyon. Isn't this one of these programs like you got to just lean into them? Like they're committed to a basketball program.
I mean, they're putting serious money.
Grizzly
behind
Bears
it.
get hot in the desert.
I mean, Montana State made the tournament a season ago. Won the Big Sky. Heading to this place is a great college basketball environment.
I know it's
Yeah.
wild. They even figured that out.
Yeah, they figured that
It's
out.
like LAFC. They just showed up with a fan base.
Bryce Drew is 40-15 over the past 2 years. He's only been there 2 years, so I mean he's really doing good work there.
Jovan Blackshear,
yeah,
he's looking pretty good.
baller.
15.8 points per game, 4 assists.
And they have no problem just dipping into the transfer portal, getting
Montana State's not horrible though. They're coming off a win. They did win the Big Sky. Are we worried about Montana at all?
I like the
Montana
Bobcat
State.
team, man. They return a couple key guys. They were active in the portal too, but this is like once again it's like the jungle with Auburn. I just don't I
Tough
gotta
spot.
lay the points. Gotta lay the points with Grand Canyon.
I mean,
Yeah,
wasn't their
I'm with
bench like really leaning into being like the cool bench that was getting on SportsCenter every night too? Or
Yeah.
maybe it was the crowd.
I mean this
Well,
is
and
this
you
is-
want to talk about
do we know anything? How long have
if
they
you're,
had a program?
if you're in Arizona, you go to a Suns game to fall asleep. You want to go watch a basketball game, you go check out Grand
What?
Canyon.
Seriously, how long have they been a program, Colby? Do you know
Not that long. Not that long. I know that it's not that long of a program for D1 basketball. And I know they were considering starting up their football program too. Do it.
92?
Let's go.
90. Oh, what is this? They had a team back in '73.
NAIA though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I thought this was one of those like Florida Gulf Coast like intramural situations. All right, 7 p.m. tip. We're all on Grand Canyon laying the points. Yeah.
lock it up.
All
That
right.
could be lock potential.
All right, we're heading Oral Roberts, St. Mary's. St. Mary's is going to be so sad when they lose the only good team in the conference, aka Gonzaga. St. Mary's laying 10.5 here against Oral Roberts. I assume this means Oral Roberts is not returning much.
Max Asmus is still there.
Oh, what?
One of the nation's leading scorers the past couple years.
Was that 2 years ago?
And dude, shout out to him because
Why is
every
Oral-
school hit him up to transfer, and he stayed with the guy that made him. All right, that is awesome.
They also
Oh.
brought in this 7'5" foot dude, Connor Vanover.
From Arkansas, they brought in
Yeah.
a transfer. Look, last year
I mean, they're getting SEC transfers. What?
they couldn't play defense very well last year. That was the flaw of them losing. They were in
Put
their
a
conference tournament.
7'5" guy in there.
You get a 7'5" guy from Arkansas. You mix him with Max Asmus and their other guard, Isaac McBride, and all of a sudden,
was that last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago they
What
went to the
fuck?
Sweet 16.
How many years has this guy been?
He's been lighting it up.
What year is he?
He's a senior this year.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. He took advantage of the COVID thing. Got the extra year.
I mean,
believe
I'm
so,
all
yeah.
all over Oral Roberts here, and I think they could be a dog play.
I mean,
Love Oral.
Randy Bennett keeps a good program at St. Mary's. I know they lost some key guys, but at the same time, like they just keep a good program.
They're usually
Yeah.
integrating a bunch of Aussies or like
They're
overseas
like this,
kids.
They're
So
on
maybe
the San Antonio Spurs.
maybe
level
they
there,
start
right?
slower. Yeah, they have a pipeline from down under. I mean, this is where
land down
this
under.
is where Picton.
Good eye, Mike.
That's not a pick. This is a pick.
Any insight on the St. Mary's? program?
I think we got to take Oral Roberts, though, right? Are we?
No,
are
I mean,
we,
I to Kramer's point, I assumed. I was trying to make
That was
sense
2
of why
years
this
ago.
spread's so big.
And folks, if you're listening to the show, you can get eyes on this Oral Roberts St. Mary's game. Now, the Texas State Washington State game is on the Pac-12 network, so unless you're in Belize, you probably won't be able to watch that game.
or you if you had access to God's eye. We've done it all. We've picked 12 games. Unfortunately, one of them was Lehigh Syracuse, but we got through it. And now, who goes first?
You.
All right,
Start us off strong, man. This is
lock, dog, and lock.
You know I love the zips. That when I saw you put Akron on here, love the zips. So fire me up some zips.
Akron -3.5.
-3.5. For my dog. Boy, I mean, why don't we just start the season off with a bang? Let's stay in the same conference. Give me Ohio on the money line.
Oh man, that's what I was going to do. All right,
But we can agree on stuff.
No, I keep going.
Bonus lock. I mean, I kind of want to just stick with a couple of those early games we discussed. Iona laying the points. The press hurts the Ivy League boys. That's good. Give me Iona laying 6.5.
All right, for me, lock. What do I like?
He's
here?
going Lehigh.
Yeah,
This is
of course.
Grand Canyon -7.
the Antelopes.
Strong lock.
Online school, nice.
For my dog, I do like Kramer's dog of Ohio. I'm gonna take.
Wait, I didn't put. Oh shit.
Put Ohio on the money line. Do not.
No.
He's all mixed up.
I'm taking Oral Roberts on the money line. I think they can win this game outright. And for my bonus lock, I'm taking the Mountain Hawks, Lehigh +17.5. Colby, what do you got?
I like it. We are going to well, first off, dog. Texas State Bobcats 10.5 point dogs. They go into Pullman.
How dare you?
Pac-12 network. There's 17 viewers.
Go Cougs.
Come on. Give me Texas State.
Colby, people stream now. You're like when Colby comes in like citing the Nielsen ratings. It's like holy shit.
Come
on, Colby. The
love
internet
Leslie
exists.
Nielsen. Dude. Lock.
Yes.
We're going Rick Pitino all day. Lay the 6.5.
Okay. I feel better about that now.
The bonus lock.
It's a solid lock.
I like this Oral Roberts angle. You got a 7'5" guy. He's gonna be. That's a matchup problem. And then you got one of the greatest scorers we've had in college basketball over the past decade. Give me Oral Roberts +10.5.
Oh, all
Love
right.
it.
So round robin.
Oh, are we doing those?
Oh, we're not doing those.
No, I can do it. Ohio, Oral Roberts, and do we need a third?
Yes. Wait, but you picked. You guys picked Wazoo, so you guys picked.
Yeah, we can't pick.
What about?
We don't have to. I mean, we don't.
It's Lehigh.
No. Well, I mean,
We got to take
Well,
Lehigh on the money
No,
line.
if we just do Ohio and Oral Roberts, that's a pretty massive.
yeah,
payout.
2-team money line.
All right.
We can go off the reservation or something. You know what I mean? We can quickly.
that's good.
Okay.
Ohio, Oral Roberts. That's the D-Gens only.
#Legends only.
You don't want to take Jacksonville on the money line against Duke. John Shire first game
that
back.
would be fucking amazing, man.
Come on.
That would
You
be.
kids do need my help.
McIntyre says Radford money line.
whores.
They're at Marquette.
The whores of
Shaka
Radford.
Smart.
No, I never take a whore on the money line. It will fuck you.
He's
dirty.
one of those guys who will get penetration.
Every day of the season, guys.
Sean, I'm going to recommend that if you're feeling confident on Monday, feel free to do a version with Jacksonville.
All right. Keep an eye on
Because why? What would be better, Sean? What would be better for college basketball than Coach K immediately being thrust
so hilarious.
into the sun? He's in the stands, like looking all disappointed, like a sad grandpa. Oh,
You excited for your Hokies? They get Delaware State.
I am excited. Unlike Fuente, and then this Pry horrible transition. Fucking Mike Young is a dog.
Oh yeah.
They got a team, and you know what I saw? I was watching the tape. Justin Mutz. You know what he's got in his game now? He's got a little fadeaway jump. Watch out.
Dream shake. Got a little dream shake.
Justin Mutz he's turning into an all-time Hokie before my eyes. Like his fucking number might go up in the rafters.
Well, you know, Lehigh's next game, and we won't have a show before then, I don't think, is at Virginia Tech.
When is it?
I believe that is on November 9th or 10th, if memory serves me correct.
We were thinking about
how much is Lehigh favored by, Colby?
we were thinking about slotting a college
6,
basketball game into like our maybe
road trip. You know,
Monday. Like that's the Monday show. Maybe.
Yeah, no, there it is. There it is. It's actually on November 10th. Lehigh, Virginia Tech,
all right.
ACC Network. You can get that one.
That's big favorite for the Hokies. Anyway, I think we've done it all, Sean.
We've done it all. We've said it all. YouTube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast. Hit subscribe. Comment on one of the posted videos,
please.
And you got a chance to win an autographed jersey, either Brian Dawkins or Lawrence Taylor. The winner will be announced Sunday night. Make sure you subscribe to the College Basketball Experience
every single night.
Show.
Every single night we will be talking college basketball best bets.
7 days a week or 5 days a week?
100 days a week. Let's fucking go. All right. And look, it's not only we are fantastic with handicapping, but it's also we'll give you the best matchups. If you're brand new to college basketball, I suggest you check it out. It's like the gateway.
I actually sent away and had Tally site calculate how many games Colby was going to pick this season for college basketball, and we got it here.
700 billion and $1,300,000,000,000.
Oh, well played. Let's go away on that note.
Oh, thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green. He is Ryan.
Hokies a basketball school, Sean.
Kramer, let it ride.
We're jamming.